Hello everyone, and welcome to League Race Qualifying. So then you've probably already gathered that I've rather changed the format of my League Races. I've realised that most people watch me for speed rather than for entertainment, so instead of just doing one good video, I'm going to split it out into two shorter videos. So one like this video, less than 10 minutes of qualifying, which will be more of an analysis of my lap. And then there'll be a shorter, probably a 10 or 15 minute race. I haven't actually edited that, I'll do that just after I've commentated this video. But hopefully you'll enjoy it more. In my lap's going to be in slow-mo. It'll still be the similar sort of thing to last time, in that it'll be my best lap that you'll see. And it'll be in slow-mo, so I've got time to sort of say everything I need to. Then I'll show my setup. Then I will, well, show the results, sorry. Then I'll show you my setup. Then I'll show you the lap in full speed, where I won't actually commentate, just so you can watch it if you want to watch it in absolute full speed. So then getting into this session, so of course the fifth league race of the season in Spain. Currently P6 then on a 1 minute 17.7. That's pretty much my PB. I think my PB was a 17.6 coming into this this track, and I think something like a 17.4 was my theoretical PB. So 17.3 by Uma there for pole was really quick time. So fair play to him on that one. And just coming towards the end of the second sector now. Beginning of the third sector, and we're coming on the track here to start my best lap. So once we get to the first corner, that's when it will start slow-mo. And I've kept the audio low as well, because I think that sounds cooler. I could have maintained the audio pitch, but I think it sounds better in slow-mo then. So we'll see how that's gone. Do make sure you let me know what you think of this video, so I can carry on doing it. I think I prefer this format, but we'll see. So trying to nail the exit and getting a pretty good one there, using all of my cursor course for run to the line. And we'll be up in DRS soon, so let's be right about now. There we go, running quite long gear ratios. I think I'm running the max gear ratios, as we'll see when we go into the setup. But anyway then, so we're going to go to slow-mo just a second. Here we go then, so slow motion, hard on the ref limiter, braking just after 100 meter board. Actually ended up braking almost at the 50 meter board there, right down to second, get it all turned in, avoid that curve inside, get the power as early as you can. And I want to try and avoid that curve, but I managed to take it there because I took a little bit too much speed in there, so otherwise I would have ended up off a track, as we get some slow-mo engineer voice there. The set's going to absolutely full throttle then very easily. You want to try and keep it as tight to that curb there without touching it if you can. Just skimmed it there, but it's not the end of the world. Bit of curves on the exit there, just as you feel the car that you know, you've got no problems making the corner. Stay in fifth gear, then brake just to get to the shadow here, right down to second gear, even first gear, just to make sure the car gets slowed down, turned in, straight up to second gear, straight on the throttle. You can see how hard I'm for already full throttle. Then we're still turning, but we're already on full throttle there, almost out on the grass. Managed to avoid it just about. Up through the gears once again, then for onto this next corner, braking just so you can see the apex there. We can see it, and we're on the brakes, right down to first gear, get it all turned in nicely, trying to avoid that curve inside because it can spin you if you get on too much. Did nicely get on as hard on the power as you can on the exit. So tricky. You want to get the wheels straight in as early as possible so you can get on the throttle, because you don't get good traction out of the corner ever. And coming to the next corner, then up through the gears once again, up to fifth then, so brake just after you get to the curb on the right side, just as you get to it, really right down to third, get it all turned in, avoid the cut, get on the throttle as early as you kind of got on the throttle too early. Actually ended up touching the gravel on this particular lap, was actually off the track there as well, so definitely not an optimum there. And I lost about half a tenth between there and here, but I did get a better lap through here. This is absolutely flat, take as much curb as you can on the inside, take a late apex, and straighten the wheel up as early as you can. I lost half a tenth between that corner, made a mistake in the apex of the last corner, but managed to gain the half a tenth back during that last corner, so I didn't lose any momentum down this straight. I'm half a tenth up then, coming to this final sector break as you get to 100 meter on the right side there, right down to first gear, get it all turned in, only just touch the curb on the inside there. Don't want to touch too much, get hard on the throttle on the exit, try and avoid that curb on the outside because it'll unsettle the car. Keep the car straight as you can while you're trying to get traction, full throttle then, but turn it as much as you can, stay in the middle of the track for this next corner to get a better line, right down to first gear then again, getting it turned in nicely, try and avoid that curb on the inside, but I've just managed to do up for the gears nice and early, on the throttle as early as you possibly can, again trying to straighten the wheel as much as possible, avoid that curb on the outside if you can, brake just after the curb on the left hand side there, right down to second, get it all turned in, want to nail that curb on the inside there, but not much more than that, try and avoid the curb on the outside there, braking just before you get to shadow on the across the track there, right down to first gear, get it all turned in, a little bit wide there, but managed to nail the track, and once again cutting as much as that curb as you possibly can, just about managed to keep two wheels on the track there, and trying to nail the exit just as I did there, try and avoid the outside curb because it will lose your traction, much the curb as I possibly can, curves rather, for the run to the line then. As we're up through the gears, getting a little bit of DRS before the line, and it's a 1 minute 17.487, so that's by far my PB by about 3 tenths. So I absolutely nailed that lap and still only got third position. I've been qualifying really well recently. I qualified really well in Bahrain as well, the first couple of sectors at least, and just not been getting the grid results, so just shows how competitive this league is at the moment, because I was really happy with that lap. I couldn't be happy with it. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but it wasn't far off it. So there we go then. So third race there will be for the start of the league race, which as I said will be in a separate video. We'll go for the setup now then. This is also in slow motion. It's 50% speed if you're interested in the league, in the actual qualifying lap. And I think this is 25%, or this might, no, I think this is 50% as well, because I went for it a bit quick, so I thought I'd slow this down to give you a bit of time, as we had a really low pitch ping there. 2-1 wings then, so pretty low wings. I considered putting it up to 3 for the race, but decided against that. So just stuck with 2-1 there. You want pretty low wings. And there we go, that's me considering 3-1. Higher wings, they're okay, but you lose so much time down the long back straight, and there's a couple of straights as well on this track. 51-49 high large brakes, and pretty standard stuff, never really locked up. Just needs to take it a little bit steady into the first corner, but other than that, it's not too bad. Balance, 111 balance, pretty standard stuff. That gives you good grip through the longer corners, which there is quite a few of on this track. So 111 balance is definitely a must for this particular circuit. Suspension, this is an interesting one. 11.1 ride height, so 11.1 gives you better straight line speed, which I used, but it does cost you corner speed. I found that to be a little bit faster. And 1.5 suspension, and that helps me twist and turn the car in the longer high speed corners. I'll explain that better in just a second. Pretty much full gears, just slightly short of 6th there, just to help me accelerate a little bit into 6th gear. And you'll see in a minute the usual full left camber, full right toe. So the 1.5 suspension then, was it 1.5, something like that, helps me rotate the car in the higher speed corners. You'll see on this lap, the higher speed corners, the car just rotates really quite well, particularly on the exit of the first corner of the second sector. So that's why I use that setup. But that's it from this video. For the commentary then, I will let you watch this lap without me commentating it. Yeah, look forward to the next video where we'll actually see the race. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Go. And I've even stayed in the to watch the video in this commentary just to watch that lap, because what a lap that was. You can really appreciate that in high speed, can't you? So I'm glad I left that in the video. So yeah, I'm here again then, so just let me know what you think of that video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.